The court, back on the record in case number 7421/6150. All jurors are present and the defendant is present. Mr. Farr? By Mr. Farr. Thank you, Your Honor. The people call Lottie Lucile Garrett. The witness, Lucile Garrett, is duly sworn. By Mr. Farr. Now, Miss Garrett, you understand that you're under oath, do you not? Yes, sir. And therefore required to tell the truth? Yes, sir. Now then, would you please tell the gentlemen of the jury how it was that you first came to meet Clint Palmer? Well, we was camped out on the Gay Road. By Mr. Hartwell. Objection, Your Honor. At this time, we would renew our motion regarding the testimony of this witness. The court. All right. I suppose there's no avoiding this. Henry? By Mr. Farr. Miss Garrett, were you ever married to the accused? By Mr. Hartwell. Objection. Calls for a conclusion. Lay opinion also. The court. Overruled. You may answer. No, sir. I ain't never been married to nobody. Proceedings interrupted. The court. Order. We'll have none of this. One more outburst and I'll clear the courtroom. Henry? By Mr. Farr. You never went through any kind of wedding ceremony with the accused? No, sir. He never gave you a ring? No, sir. You never stood up before a preacher? Never did, never would, neither. Proceedings interrupted. The court. Order. Do not test me. By Mr. Farr. Submitted, Your Honor. The court. Very well. Does counsel wish to voir dire? By Mr. Hartwell. Thank you, Your Honor. Isn't it true that you and Mr. Palmer cohabitated together over a period of several months during the years 1934 and 1935? Did what? Cohabitated. Lived under the same roof. Well, there weren't no roof to speak of. Proceedings interrupted. The court. Order. Not another peep, I warn you, and the witness will answer counsel's questions without gratuitous exposition. By Mr. Hartwell. You lived together as man and wife. By Mr. Farr. Objection. The court. Sustained. By Mr. Hartwell. You shared a bed, or a bedroll? It weren't never my idea. But isn't it true that you held yourselves out to the public as man and wife? That's a lie. I'd never done no such thing. In Monticello, state of Utah, on December the 31st of 1934, by Mr. Farr. Objection, this is too much, Your Honor. I would remind the court. The court. All right, that's enough, both of you. I can see where this is heading. The defense motion is denied. By Mr. Hartwell. But, Your Honor. The court. For Christ's sake, L.D., these men got crops planted. I said motion denied. By Mr. Hartwell. Exception. The court. Noted. Henry, you may proceed. By Mr. Farr. Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Garrett, I think we were by the side of a road somewhere. They followed the Frisco tracks with their bodies bent and hooded, the pebbling wind audible on the back of her father's old Mackinaw. To the west, a line of T-poles stretched to a dim infinity before a setting sun that melted and bled and blended its sanguinary light with the red dirt, and with the red dust that rose up like hell's flame in towering streaks and whirls to forge together earth and sky. Great deal on land, her father called over his shoulder. Bring your own jar. They came out to the highway and paused there before turning west, the wind-blown dust in spectral fingers reaching across the blacktop before them. First one car passed without stopping, then another. You getting hungry? No, sir. The next vehicle that passed was a slat-sided Ford truck that slowed and shimmied and veered crazily onto the shoulder, and as they hurried to meet it, she saw through the swirling grit the crates of pine wood and twist wire stacked beneath its flapping canvas tarpaulin. Her father worked the latches and lowered the end gate and vaulted into the truck bed. She reached a blind hand for him and felt herself rising, weightless in a grip as hard as knotted applewood, his mangled finger biting into the soft flesh of her wrist. A bonging sound on the cab roof riled the chickens, and a voice called out from the lowered window, "Get on up front, you dumb okies." The man looked across her lap and studied her father's shoes. He said his name was Palmer and that he was a Texan and a cowboy. He wore sharp sideburns and a clean resist-all hat cocked forward over pallid eyes gone violet in the fading glow of sunset. And she could see that he was small, perhaps no taller than she, and that something fiercely defiant, something feral, was in his smallness. "You get a gander at them gamecocks?" the man asked without taking his eyes from the roadway. "Look like right fine birds," her father allowed. The man chuckled. "Mister, them's the gamest fightin' roosters this side of the red, for your information." "That a fact?" "Damn right that's a fact." The man nodded once. "Damn right it is. You know fightin' birds?" Her father did not respond, and the man leaned forward to study his profile, before dropping his eyes first to her sweater and then to her lap, returning at last and again to her father's shoes. "How long you been outside, cousin?" "How's that?" The stranger's smile was sudden and unnaturally brilliant and hot on the side of her neck. "So that's how it is." "Do I know you?" her father asked, leaning now to face the man. "Maybe you do and maybe you don't," the man said, his ghost reflection grinning in the darkened windscreen. "But I surely do know you."